Welcome to another episode of Hope at the End of the Tunnel. I am Joy, one of the co-hosts with my lovely co-host, Juanita Woodson. And of course, like always, we are bringing you another real story with a real mom, full-time mom. She's going to share her journey with you all tonight. So Juanita, kick it off to you.
All right, so I am excited. Tonight we have on with us one of our co-authors in the Moments for Moms Volume 4 book, Laquana, on with us. And of course, we always let our guests do their own introduction. Of course, we always say that nobody can introduce or tell who they are better than themselves. So, Laquana, we're going to kick it off to you. If you can, just let us know where you're from, and then we'll get into our Q&A.
All right, I'm Laquana Wigfall. I'm from Virginia, a small town called West Point, Virginia. And I'm a mother of 3 children and also a wife and a full-time family advocate at an elementary school.
All right, okay.
Okay, I can't wait to hear more about that. All right, so we're gonna kick it off with an icebreaker. If motherhood had a slogan this week, what would yours be?
Grace over guilt.
Oh,
Give yourself some grace sometime. Just don't always try to make, feel guilty for things that you just cannot control. Just give yourself some grace. So grace over guilt will be my slogan for the week. To all the moms out here. Give yourself some grace.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's real. I like that. So we'll have to
Okay.
dive into that a little bit. Okay, so let's get into our Q&A. If you can share a little bit about your journey into motherhood. I know you mentioned that you are a wife, you are a mom. So talk a little bit about your motherhood journey and what inspired you to write for Moments for Moms Volume 4.
What inspired me to write is because I wanted other moms really to hear my story, to hear what I went through as a mom when I was a single mom once upon a time. Once upon a time, I just wanted to encourage those moms because I knew what it felt like to be ashamed, embarrassed, just overwhelmed, tired, feeling like you just had nobody in your corner because everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, it was somebody like watching over your shoulder. So I'm like, I'm gonna write about this because I'm gonna inspire another mom who's out there that is going through now what I went through and just let them know it's okay to be okay. And I wish somebody would have told me that. So me telling somebody else that it's okay not to be okay, it just makes a difference. So I inspire people every day just by letting them know my story. Since I wrote in Moments for Moms, so many people have asked, like, why did you do it? And just me telling just a piece of the story on why I did that, which was I wish somebody would have told me back then when I was going through, it's okay, mom, to not be okay. You're going to be overwhelmed. If I would have heard that, I probably would have felt better. So just inspiring somebody else to let them know made me want to write the Moments for Mom.
wow. I bet you're really good at your job
Hmm.
because of just listening to you, and then you said grace over guilt, and then your job title. I'm sure you're understanding, and moms probably come to you and they can cling to you
They
because
can cling.
a lot of people that are
No.
understanding and will give
Mhm.
moms grace, especially single moms.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I run into that um like almost every day. Just moms feeling overwhelmed, just not knowing which way to turn, which way to go. And I've been very blessed that they have trusted me to be their person. So with my job, my families trust me. And that's a big thing because now it's hard to trust people. And they
Mhm.
open up more once they trust you, they open up more and you can just be their person. So yeah, give yourself some grace.
I like that. Okay. So, how has your role as a mother shaped your perspective on life's challenges?
It has helped me to be patient. It has helped me to seek challenges within opportunities to grow. It has helped me to grow. It has helped me, the strength for my children. Just being there for those my three babies, even though one of them is an adult. Just being there for them, and motherhood has kept me grounded. If I had to use a word for it, motherhood has really kept me grounded as a mom. I'm just reminded every day, you know, just stay grounded and going back to just giving myself some grace. Yeah.
Yes. So, can you tell us about a moment in your life that taught you resilience? Because when we think about giving ourselves some grace, right, we
hmm
think about needing to have resilience in life. So, what was that defining moment for you?
Um, when I was facing difficult times, when I had to balance my personal life with my professional responsibility and my responsibility as being a mother, instead of giving up, I learned just to push. Just keep pushing, as Juanita would say, keep showing up. I had to learn all of those things, as, being a mom, being a wife. I just kept pushing. I just kept showing up when I needed to show up. And it just made me really who I am today. Even when it was tough, in tough seasons that I went through in my life, I just kept pushing forward. I kept showing up and just doing the best that I can do as being a mom. So that's taught me so, so much.
So let's talk about that a little bit because motherhood is beautiful, but often comes with struggles. What are some of the biggest challenges you face as a mother or woman?
Trying to balance everything.
Trust, I'm still
Being a
trying to.
mother, being a mother, being a wife, being a working mom that, working hours at 9 to 5, mom, those moments, sometimes can be feel pressure, feel heavy. Um, and it's like some days it's like I'm just here, there, and just everywhere. Like, and I have to be so many places and I wear many hats, all at once. So it's like sometimes I even have to slow myself down because it can be, a lot. And just asking for help. Sometimes I have a hard time doing that, because I don't want to feel like, if I ask, is it going to be okay? How somebody going to look at it if I ask? But yet on the flip side, those are the things that I do every day. Get people to ask me for help, telling them. So I have to remind myself, if you're going to tell other people, don't be ashamed to ask for help. You need to ask for help too, Laquana. You need to be able to ask for help and don't feel like, you can't ask for help. So that's my biggest thing with that.
Yes. So, how have you learned to navigate seasons of uncertainty, disappointment, or feeling overwhelmed? And how have you learned to ask for help? Right.
Slowing down. I mean, it's easier said than done, right? But I've learned to pace myself some, slowing down. And one of my biggest things I can truly say is just leaning on my faith.
Mhm.
Um, leaning on my faith and my support system, you know. But yeah, I can lean on my support system, but my faith, that is what I lean on the most. Just, believing and trusting God that He's going to make a way, that He's going to, you know, be there to protect me just in anything that I do. Rather if it's good, bad, happy, sad, just leaning really on my faith. I've also learned to reset myself.
Mm.
Sometimes we got to take a step back and just reset, regroup, take that me time just to slow down, reset, regroup, and then do it again tomorrow. So I've really learned that a lot through this journey of motherhood.
Ooh, listen, that was my next question. So, like, how do you handle self-care, or what does self-care look like for you? And I know I heard you say resetting, but if a mom may be listening right now, how can she reset, or what does that look like for you that may be able to help her?
Take some time out. Have those self-care days. I do those for myself. Take once a month if you can. Try to take that once a month. If it's me, I like to go in the stores and do a little shop here and there. But I also take the time to go get my nails done and just unwind myself from all the outside things. No children, no husband, no work. It's just focusing just on myself. Take yourself to lunch. It's okay to sit by yourself.
Yes.
Sit by
I
yourself. It may look weird because I thought that was wrong, but
I did
once you do it, it's like you're
the
just
best.
relieved. It's just like, hey, so if I had to tell a mom right now that's listening, just take time for yourself. It is much needed to take care of yourself, because if not, you're going to break down.
That's right.
And you're out taking we take as moms, we take care of everybody else. But when you break down, who's going to take care of you?
That's
So
right.
remember to take time out for yourself and just focus and go back and do that other stuff tomorrow or later. But make sure you just taking that time out for yourself. Rather, if it's something that you like to do, a hobby or something, take it out for yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely take time out for yourself. It's needed, much needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to circle back to that question about asking for help, right? Because so many women, I don't even want to just say moms, right? Because I know we have women who listen who maybe
Mm-hmm.
aren't moms, but so many women, they don't know how to ask for help. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that that might be an important topic to touch on. How do you ask for help without feeling like
Mm-hmm.
you're weak, right? You are not
Right.
weak if you
Right.
have to ask for help, right? So
Right.
how do you ask for help? I think that
So
just put it
yeah.
out there.
So just put it out there. I've been a mom, but for us as women, I was that woman that was just so like scared, timid, like am I asking the right question, or should I ask, or just I'll just figure it out. Now, no more. It's I find my people, I'm asking for help. Hey, if it's something with, say, the project, like when I was writing the Moments for Mom, like, Juanita, I hope this is right. Is it something? I just want to make sure that I'm hitting everything right. So how I went about asking, I just let it flow. I just let it just flow out, like whatever it is that I may need help on. Going through something with the kids, asking another woman, like, what would you do if this was like you? Help me, give me some tips, because nobody wrote a book on how to be a mom. Nobody
Right?
gave us a book.
There's no manual.
It's
Exactly.
not one, no chapter
No,
book, no Google Doc
nothing.
on how to be a mom. So as women, we have to just come together as one and just ask, like, without feeling guilty, ashamed.
Shamed.
And I think that's the problem with us women, because I that was me, feeling
Ashamed.
ashamed, you
Mm-hmm.
know, feeling like, you don't want to ask because you don't know who's looking
Mm-hmm.
or what they may say. But
Don't judge
we,
you.
right, and we don't want to be judged, or we don't want our
Mm.
business out there, right? So with me, I just start asking and just saying, will you help me? Because all you're gonna get is a yes
Or
or
no.
no.
So brace yourself for either one.
Right.
And
Don't
don't get
small
in your
talk it.
feels if they
Don't.
say no.
If they say
Just
no.
ask somebody else, because they may not have the capacity to
Hmm.
help you at that time. So don't shut down. I think that's the biggest thing. When someone asks for help one time and they get shut down, they automatically, they automatically shut down,
Hmm.
should I say, and they feel away, but that wasn't the right person. And then I think if you truly pray to God, God will start sending you the resources,
Hmm.
to who to help.
Who's gonna
There's
be
been
your person?
so many women that have prayed to God to send them help, and then they go to the school and they say, and they see Miss Wall.
Yeah.
I'm already knowing.
Right. You just gotta, you
Mhm.
just, just keep praying, like moms, if you're out here, women that are not moms, but women that, that are listening now, like just pray about it. Really ask God to like give you your people, give you somebody that that you can trust and you can talk to and vent it out to without any judgment zone, because
Absolutely.
that's what I do in my everyday. Those families, they didn't know me from nobody. They had to learn how to trust me, where they're able to come and talk to me. I mean, now they call me like they've known me for 20 years because they've gained that trust.
Mhm.
And trusting somebody is not easy,
Yeah.
so I'm just
I
grateful.
think I think it's so important to have that conversation, right? When we talk
Hmm.
about like asking for help, right?
Right.
Investing also in the help that we need too,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because we invest in like the self-care, we invest in like house cleaning, you know what I'm saying?
You,
Invest in the things that you need, because when we think about like our load being heavy,
hmm
sometimes just invest in somebody cleaning your downstairs. It's okay
It's
to
It's
okay.
invest in
okay.
what you
Right.
need to lighten your load. So self-care is so much deeper than just going to get your hair done,
Right.
going to get your nails done.
Hmm.
It's investing in making your life easier.
Hmm.
And
Right.
maybe that is hiring somebody to help you clean your house if you have
Or
to
coming to watch these kids. I need
or
your help.
hiring somebody
It's it is,
to
and
do
don't
the
feel
things to
guilty.
make your life
Grace
a
over.
little bit easier.
Grace
Giving
over guilt.
Listen,
Yes.
grace over guilt is so much deeper. Knowing
Yeah.
what you have the capacity for.
Right.
Knowing
Right.
to
Just
say
know your
yes
people. Know
and
your.
knowing when to say no. You know what I'm saying? It's so much deeper. So I just wanted to put that out there because I think it's a very important question to ask, because so many women have a hard time with
Yeah.
asking for help.
Oh yeah,
So I think
definitely.
that's a very important conversation to have. Okay. So how do you stay motivated to keep moving forward when life feels heavy or complicated?
Oof. That's a good one. I stay motivated by focusing on my why.
Mm.
If I had to say that, I stay really motivated on my Laquana's why, my children. I say my purpose and the people that I depend on. That's how I really, really stay motivated. But definitely my why, and I have to remind myself with that. I've come a long way.
Mm.
How far I've come. I have to remind myself daily, and just to trust every challenge that's shaping for me. So that's how I stay motivated, staying hopeful, staying prayerful, just being encouraged. Definitely being encouraged, because strong people, we get weak too.
Yeah.
So just make sure you have that, your people,
Yeah.
that you can depend on, that when because I'm strong, but I also can get weak. But I have my people that I can depend on, that's going to uplift me, that's going to encourage me to say, girl, keep showing up, sis. Keep
Yes.
going. You need those people in this day and time. We really do, as women, as moms, we really need it. And just focusing on your why. Most definitely. That's how I just stay motivated. Definitely. Yeah.
How old are your kids?
19, 16, and then you got that 8-year-old girl.
Okay. I was just wondering, just in case the viewers wanted to know, like, how she's doing all this and how old are her kids, you know?
Yeah,
So,
19, 18. I mean, 19, 16, and 8. That 8-year-old, that's a girl. Another two boys. So,
I already know how it is with
yeah.
with the little girl.
Oh, different world, right?
So, how can women embrace their journey fully, their why, even when things aren't perfect? Because as women, we think everything's supposed to be perfect, everything's supposed to be on point.
Mhm.
But
Listen.
By just understanding, you don't have to be perfect. That's not even part of the process. Your journey really is valuable. I look at my journey as being valuable, still being my purpose, still unfolding what my purpose is. Even though I know my purpose is to help people, to encourage other moms. Um, just embracing um my process as I go through, these stages in life. I'm just embracing every moment, every part of it, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning every day. Every day is something new.
Yeah.
Every day. We learn something new with our kids. We learn something new at work. Even in the bumps and pauses, I'm still embracing, I'm still trusting, and I'm definitely still showing up through it all, just smiling, showing up, and just keep going. Yeah, so nothing's gonna be perfect. We're gonna get bumps and pauses through it all, but you just keep showing up, keep pushing, and girl, you got it. Yeah,
And
definitely.
sometimes we learn things new with ourselves every day.
Every day I do.
Every day.
Like, girl, I
What?
did not know you had that in you. I
Yeah,
tell myself
that.
that all the time when I'm talking and after a meeting and I done said some things. I'm like, girl, I did not know you had that in you. I'm just
Gotta give
growing.
your own self a pat on the back. That's right. You did that.
Girl, you growing. I
I
cannot
love
believe you
that.
said that, but you're growing. But caught me 7 years ago. I'd have been just quiet in a little meeting, letting them say whatever. Now, I'm standing tall. Let's talk about it.
Bolder now, wiser now. Yes.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
must be.
you don't look like what you've been through.
What I've been through. Nope, I'm just still smiling and just, again, encouraging another woman. And I love that about me, that I'm just still encouraging. Even when I'm going through things, you're not going to know because they are really going through it, what I've been through, as a mom. So just still smile. Just smile. Yeah.
So, how do you celebrate small victories while still striving for growth and balance?
I pause and celebrate my wins, whether they're something just as small or something big. Like moments for mom, for example, that's something big to me. Because again, I never thought that I would even be telling my story to the world. Like I opened up myself to millions and thousands and millions of people, women. I'm sure men probably going to read the book too, to a lot of people, just telling my story. So I celebrate that because again, once upon a time, I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was again ashamed, scared, like didn't know how somebody was going to look. Now, please, I'm celebrating that because that's something big. That's a win-win situation for me. And I'm just excited and I just celebrate myself because what's for me is definitely for me. So I just celebrate Moments for Mom Volume 4. That's a big deal to me.
That's right.
Definitely, definitely. That's definitely a big deal for me.
As it should be. I'm big on celebrating myself and
Mhm.
the smallest little things. So congratulations to you
Yeah.
for getting out of that
Yes.
space, for
Thank
telling your
you.
story to inspire someone else,
Hmm.
because I'm sure your story will uplift and encourage
Oh,
the
definitely.
next mom.
Definitely.
So, with that being said, what's one uplifting message that you want to leave with women, moms that may be listening, who may be going through their own challenges right now?
I'm glad you asked because I'm like, just ask that one. If I had to tell another woman or mom, you are stronger than you think. And this season, girl, you are not going to break.
Ooh,
You will not break in this season. If I had to tell you that, again, give yourself some grace and lean on your support. Get that support system and then lean on them. And if you don't have one, get one. Um, Definitely get one. We definitely, as women, we need to have a support system so that we know that we're not going to, break. Because again, like I said earlier, strong people we break too. And it's going to be brighter days ahead. It's definitely going to be some brighter days ahead. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I said that the last time, and I continue to say that. Just shine bright like a diamond, ladies. Like that's what we have to do in this season. And just don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Yeah, definitely don't break. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. So, how can we connect with you on social media?
Through my Facebook at Laquana Wigfall. That's on Facebook, Messenger, Instagram. You can email me at laquanawigfall@gmail. You know, my professional, I have programs always at my school at Harvey, where I collaborate with community people once a month. You can connect with me that way. I'm always open for collaboration and networking. So I'm always open for that. So you can definitely connect with me those ways.
All right. So, Laquana, we always ask our I'm sorry, I was doing so good too. I was like, we're not gonna have
It's
to
okay.
edit none of this.
It's all good.
All right. All right. So, Laquana, we always end our episodes with this one question. What does hope at the end of the tunnel mean to you?
It means believing that no matter how dark it seems, it's always going to be light at the end. So in this season right here, it may seem dark, but it's a season ahead. And as far as you going, that light, that bright, shiny light is definitely going to be at the end of the tunnel for you. And it's just a reminder, also a reminder that the struggle that we go through, they just temporary struggles.
That's right.
Trouble don't last always. I'm definitely a living witness to that. It doesn't last always. It's just temporary thing. And just, trust in God because he's always going to make a way. I don't know where we seem like, well, God, where are you? Because that was me. Where are you? I'm going through. I'm calling on you. God, where are you? He coming. Just keep believing, keep holding on. Just know that light is definitely going to be at the end of the tunnel. So don't give up. Keep showing up. Keep pushing. Be encouraged. Get with a group of women that got that mindset that's going to encourage you, not to push you down. Because we all here. We here just to help you to get to the light. Definitely, I'm here to help you get to that light. Because again, I was that woman, I was that mom. So my job is to help the next woman or mom get to the light where I'm at. So yeah, that's what I would say to them.
I love it. Awesome. Well, I don't have any. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Joy, before we wrap up? This was amazing.
No, I
Thank
was
you.
full.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
like grace over guilt. Like that is
Grace
Yeah,
it.
over
Because
guilt.
I'm
So
not
this
feeling
week,
guilty for nothing.
yeah.
nothing. We're not feeling guilty for nothing.
No,
No,
no, I'm
I'm
not.
sorry I couldn't buy you those Nikes. I'm sorry.
Listen.
Give me some grace.
That.
So, no, we're not gonna feel guilty. So definitely just give yourself some grace and this week and for here on, just give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Don't feel guilty. We're giving ourselves grace in this
That's
season.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
definitely.
Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for
Always, always.
out dropping those gems, reminding the moms, listen, the dads listening, the women
Mhm.
and men listening, to give yourself some grace over guilt. Because if you weren't able to do this, just remember all the other things that you were able
Oh
to,
yeah,
right?
right,
Just
right.
remember
Definitely,
that. Just remember
definitely.
that. If you didn't take anything else away, remember to give yourself some grace over guilt.
Yeah.
That was the gem. That's the takeaway.
As
Grace
soon as you
over
said
guilt.
it, I wrote that down. I was like, yep, okay. You talking to me. I'm listening.
I
Give
love
yourself some grace, Joy. Give
Give
yourself grace
yourself
this
some
week.
grace. Give
Yes.
yourself some grace. So, of course, we always give a shout out to our YouTube crew. Thank you for always dropping those takeaways, leaving those comments when you tune in at 6 p.m. Thank you so much. The engagement definitely is felt. We love the love. Thank you so much. When you listen, as always, please drop a comment, a takeaway in the comments. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Of course, make sure that you go and follow Miss Laquana on social media. Keep up with all the amazing things that she has going on. Make sure that you follow Hope at the End of the Tunnel on social media and stay tuned. Of course, we have some amazing episodes coming up as well. Until next time, y'all take care.